very good friend of mine and a very good Rotarian. We're very fortunate today to have with us past Rotary International Director from 2013-2015, Larry Lunsford. He's a certified public accountant. Larry is Senior Vice President, CFO of Bernstein Rain Advertising Incorporated in Kansas City, Missouri. Now, Larry and his wife, Jill, have two children, Trent and Kara. And I know he's a family man because I follow him on Facebook. Good man. He earned his bachelor's and master's degree in accounting from Truman State University in Kirksville, Missouri. Larry's passion for Rotary and his invitation into the family of Rotary began during his college years when in 1982, now pay close attention to this. You remember the lady yesterday, Rebecca Byerly? She was Ambassador Scholar. How it changed her life. Larry himself, in 1982, was selected as Rotary Foundation Ambassador Scholar to Australia. Larry joined Rotary in 1991, served as club president in 1997-1998, served as district governor of District 6040 in Missouri in 2001-2002, and served as Rotary International Director in 2013-2015. He's a past member and chair of the RI Membership Committee. Larry and Jill served as aides to RI President Mark Daniel Maloney and his wife Gay for the 2019-2020 year. In the current 2021 Rotary year, Larry is serving as chair of the Rotary Peace Center Committee of the Rotary Foundation, is also serving his third year as a member of the Shaping Rotary's Future Committee for Rotary International. Just recently, Larry was elected as trustee of the Rotary Foundation for a four-year term beginning 2021 through 2025. Let's all stand and please give a welcome to Larry Lunsford. Larry, welcome.
Thank you so much. It's just tremendous to join the wave again. I just wish so much that I could be together with you. I'm so pleased to see that you are together, and I'm thrilled to be invited to join the District 7690 conference this year to celebrate Governor Tommy and Glenda and their service to Rotary and to your district this year. I thank them for the invitation to join you as you celebrate the projects and the service of your year of opening opportunities in our community. I have consciously chosen to err on the side of caution and join you via Zoom today. Tommy and I have talked about that for the last few months, and again, I'm just thrilled that each of you can be together, and I'm thrilled to join you virtually. I certainly wish, though, having been to the Grove Park Inn before, I certainly wish that Jill and I could have joined you there, and we'll look forward to the day when we can do that in the future. I'm also thrilled that was able to connect with David McCoy and your technical team to allow my participation. I give my thanks to them. Happy to join your president's representative, Jennifer Scott from Australia. As you just heard Tommy mention, I was an ambassadorial scholar to Australia some years ago, and so Australia is a second home country for me, and so it's a thrill to join Jennifer. You'll be blessed to have her participation on your speaker lineup, as well as the ambassadorial scholar that was mentioned that spoke to you yesterday. Sounds like that was a powerful session. So it's true that we've connected before. We are connected. I've been happy to connect with each of your clubs in the past at the opportunities at Carolina's Pets, to have a chance to connect with each of your incoming leaders over the past 5 years or so. I'm thankful to Ken Morgan for the first invitation, and there have been subsequent invitations to Carolina's Pets. There have been subsequent invitations into your district, and I'm thrilled at another opportunity today. Those experiences have provided me the chance to know firsthand the strong Rotary spirit of each of your clubs, and also the strong district leadership in your district, many of whom have become dear friends of mine. Charles Allen, Mike Conrad, Phil Morris, Cookie Billings, Patrick Eakes, Larry Lassiter, John Spillman, Lloyd Navarro, Claudia Kennedy, Randy Perkins. I know I'm probably leaving some people out, and that's certainly not my intention. You would know that. But I do want to call out these friends in Rotary service in District 7690. It's really good to be with you and all those participating at the conference. While you're at the conference, I certainly encourage your continuing support of the Asheville Manna Food Bank as you serve while you share fellowship and your Rotary experience. And I also want to commend your district this year for its work on the HERO project, where you've made the district grant funds available to every Rotary club that conducted a project in partnership with or for its communities, emergency and first responders. I'm just simply impressed that so many of your Rotary clubs took this opportunity. And I congratulate your leadership for these efforts. Well done. So I know there's a lot of great things happening at the conference, and I'm sure yesterday was certainly no exception. My focus today with you is going to be on our Rotary Foundation and the future of our Rotary Foundation from my standpoint. And so as I'm going to be speaking to you about the Rotary Foundation, I do want to add my very sincere and personal congratulations to Lloyd Navarro on his selection for the Citation for Meritorious Service. Lloyd, thank you so much. While I have been fortunate to speak to your district before, I have never had the opportunity to speak to your district as an incoming trustee of the Rotary Foundation. I'm honored to do so. So today I'm pleased to discuss just a handful of things that reflect the future of our Rotary Foundation. Some I'll simply mention briefly, some I'll expand on a bit further. So let's enjoy our time together. The Rotary Foundation, our Rotary Foundation, is such a strong foundation. And one good way that Rotarians measure our foundation's success is reflected in the ratings from Charity Navigator. For the 13th consecutive year, the Rotary Foundation has received the highest rating, 4 stars, from Charity Navigator, an independent evaluator of charities in the United States. The foundation earned this recognition for adhering to sector best practices and executing its mission in a financially efficient way, demonstrating both strong financial health and commitment to accountability and transparency. Only 1%, friends, 1% of the organizations Charity Navigator evaluates have received 13 consecutive 4-star evaluations. The rating reflects Charity Navigator's assessment of how the foundation uses the donations, sustains its programs and services, and practices good governance and openness in its operations. We should all feel quite thrilled with our support of the Rotary Foundation. Now, this morning, time does not allow me to develop our work in each of our areas of focus. However, for just a couple of minutes, I wanted to update you on the recent major developments in one of our areas of focus that will allow for continuing growth and expansion of our Rotary Peace Centers program. With one of our fine Peace Centers at Duke University and the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, I know the program is especially meaningful to all of you. There is no doubt our current Peace Centers continue to evolve and improve our program to remain relevant to this generation of future peace builders. There's evolution in the programs, and there's evolution in the number of Peace Centers. The trustees agreed to enhance the master's degree program by 2022, and we've done that by focusing more broadly on peace and development and to continue to better align with Rotary's areas of focus in peace. As a result, the 5 master's Peace Centers currently offer Peace Fellows, elective courses or tracks for specialization that relate to Rotary's areas of focus. We're trying to align that even more strongly. Additionally, Rotary developed a standardized workshop series applicable to all the master's degree centers to better equip our fellows with the practical aspects of a career in peace building and development. The first course that all master's fellows completed focused on the very important topic of resiliency for peace builders, teaching fellows how to prevent burnout, build and lead resilient teams, and practice techniques to manage stress in unpredictable environments. The feedback on this first course has been exceptional. The inaugural cohorts for the new one-year professional development certificate program model are commencing their studies at Chulalongkorn University in Bangkok, Thailand, online, and Makerere University in Kampala, Uganda, which were able to begin in person in late February. Now, I mentioned the new one-year professional development certificate. You may be aware that to date, our certificate program has been a 3-month program. But this year, we've expanded that program and made it a one-year certificate program. An important goal of this certificate program is that we hope to expand the focus on Rotary's investment in peace leaders and networks by region. So we have the 5 master's partner universities, and our hope is to build more of these regional one-year professional development certificate programs. So there's evolution in the programs themselves, and as I mentioned and about to share with you more about, there's evolution in the number of peace centers. There's a new Rotary Peace Center in Africa, building on the growth plan of establishing by 2030 up to 4 new regional peace centers, each offering the one-year certificate program. Rotary is very proud to partner with Makerere University in Kampala, Uganda, one of the oldest and most prestigious universities in Africa, approaching its 100th anniversary. Rotary's newest Peace Center will leverage this respected academic position in Africa and the world, and its location in one of the most conflict-affected regions in Africa to deliver a cutting-edge peace-building program. Our new Makerere Peace Center will have a number of outstanding features. I'll only mention a few of them right now. The program will attract candidates dedicated to working for peace throughout Africa and will be highly relevant to Rotary's areas of focus by emphasizing regional issues such as human governance in Africa, refuge, and community cohesion, all so important. Uganda has the largest number of Rotarians per capita to assist with outreach and recruitment efforts and expand the visibility of the Rotary Peace Center's program regionally. They've shown a deep commitment to the program's success, and any of us who have experienced Rotary at an international convention know the passion of the Rotarians in Africa, and particularly the Rotarians in Uganda. And over time, then, we believe that this new program brings many new opportunities for sub-Saharan Africans to build a strong regional alumni network, to influence African policies toward peace, and to initiate action to transform society through positive peace. So needless to say, and I hope it comes through across the screen with you this morning, we're very excited about the prospects for our newest Rotary Peace Center that has just taken flight in Africa. So our Rotary Peace Centers program has a vision of creating sustainable peace, and there's a number of things that I think I can point to regarding the strong impact and great success of this program. Again, just mentioning a few for you. As the current chair of the Rotary Peace Centers Committee, as Tommy mentioned in his introduction, I would note that one indicator of the program's success is our selection late last year of the 20th class of Master's Program Peace Fellows and our 32nd class of Certificate Program Peace Fellows. 117 fellows were selected from a qualified applicant pool of more than 750 peace leaders globally that applied for our Rotary Peace Fellowship. This was the most competitive selection to date, 20 years in. The 117 fellows were selected from 63 countries, and they represent an investment of $5.3 million by the Rotary Foundation in 2021. Impact can be further seen through the key beneficiaries of our Peace Fellows work, including refugees and displaced persons, young people, individuals in conflict-affected regions, women and children, and impoverished communities. Since we began this program, colleagues, we have the impact and success of more than 1,400 Peace Fellow alumni who have successfully graduated from our programs and are working on peace and development initiatives in more than 115 countries. That just makes us smile. Significant impact. And finally, I would suggest an indicator of program success is how we're building a strong endowment supporting these Rotary Peace Centers in these leading universities around the world in peace education. The endowment fuels these important university partnerships that develop the capacity of our peace and development professionals to move us toward our vision of creating sustainable peace, making peace a reality. But there's one more thing that I have to share with you about the program's evolution. I'm hopeful you've seen the recent news that our Rotary Foundation has received an extraordinary gift to establish the next new Rotary Peace Center in the Middle East or North Africa. This extraordinary gift is a $15.5 million contribution from the Otto and Fran Walter Foundation located in Maine. This is the second largest individual gift the Rotary Foundation has ever received. You would know the first from the Gates Foundation. This gift includes funds for the search process and startup costs, also a $10 million endowment that will fully fund this new Rotary Peace Center, and a $5 million commitment that will ultimately provide general support for the Rotary Peace Centers. In recognition of this generosity, the new center will be called the Otto and Fran Walter Rotary Peace Center. A Rotary Peace Center in the Middle East or North Africa, can you imagine, was identified as a high priority in the Rotary Peace Center's growth planning over this next decade. I mentioned, and I hope you remember, that we have a goal of 4 of these new Rotary Peace Centers over the next decade. And so this gift enables us to move forward on the search process to find a new university partner in the Middle East and North Africa, hoping that the projected launch date for the new center will be January of 2026. This third regional certificate program would then sit alongside our 5 master's degree programs at some of the leading universities. I felt you needed to be reminded and updated about those significant developments recently as it relates to our Rotary Foundation. And I'm thrilled to share them with you. So I know that since 2013, we've executed our programs and services of the Rotary Foundation through our areas of focus. In 2013, you'll recall we evolved to the 6 areas of focus, and there was to be a review of those areas of focus after 6 years. So relatively recently, in 2019, this review was done, and while it was determined that these 6 areas of focus are serving us very well and should be continued, it was also determined that another area was gaining significant attention from Rotarians. Recently, our newest 7th area of focus was established, the environment. I believe that Rotary's world is genuinely excited about this news. The first global grants to be awarded in this new area of focus will be starting in July, just a couple of months from now, in the next Rotary year. And this provides another great opportunity for your clubs, your Rotarians, and for your District 7690 to engage to do good in the world. You've heard about some of your own district grant efforts, like the HERO program, the HERO project this year. I wanted to share that the trustees recently have agreed that effective in another year, July 1st of 2022, districts may allocate district grant funds to Rotaract clubs and their projects. And I'm excited about this. This is just another way that Rotary is diligently working proactively to develop Rotaract as partners of Rotary, not just a program of Rotary. And so this is another exciting new opportunity for your consideration. You may have recently heard about the Foundation's newest grant model, beyond the district grants and the global grants. called Programs of Scale. Programs of Scale is a new grant model that empowers Rotary members to implement larger scale, high impact projects with experienced partners that benefit a larger number of people in need across a significant geographic area. Programs of Scale. Through this new model, the foundation will award one $2 million grant each year to a program sponsored by a Rotary Club or district working in strong collaboration with partners. It's a competitive grant process that requires a proposal and an application. The inaugural application and selection cycles just ended. There were 70 proposals, 62 of which were deemed complete. Reviews led to a group of 29, then a group of 6, and a final determination was made on the first Programs of Scale grant recipient. The first awardee is receiving the $2 million grant to expand its successful work to eliminate malaria in Zambia through a multi-stakeholder disease prevention and treatment partnership. The program aims to reduce the incidence of malaria by 90% in 10 target regions in Zambia, where malaria is the leading cause of death. Reaching 1.3 million people, this program will directly contribute to the nationwide strategy put forth by the Zambian government. Again, the idea behind our Programs of Scale initiative is to encourage us to think big and then think bigger, to support longer term, 3 to 5 year projects within our areas of focus, and to develop more partnerships to leverage the work of Rotary. Truly exciting news. So it's true that there are some changes coming to the World Fund funding model beginning in a couple of months on July 1st, 2021. Your governor-elect, Chris Justice, was the first to learn of these changes at the virtual International Assembly back in February. So District 7690 will want to stay close to these new developments and begin to internalize the changes to maximize your impact. Of course, Rotary has been working to eradicate polio for more than 35 years. I'm certain nearly all of you have also supported our polio fundraising efforts through your Rotary years, and I thank you for that continuing support. I know that Governor Tommy and Team 2021 have made a priority of this. Just these past 2 mornings, Thursday and Friday, I have participated in a joint meeting of the RI Board of Directors and the trustees of the Rotary Foundation. As an incoming trustee, they're allowing us to backbench those Zoom meetings. And we heard the most recent updates from Mike McGovern from Maine, USA, who is the chair of our International Polio Plus Committee, on Rotary's revised strategy for the next 5 years toward polio eradication. It was exciting to hear Mike speak about our progress. There is no question, of course, that our polio eradication efforts were slowed a bit as the COVID-19 pandemic began. Of course, oh, by the way, the Rotary Foundation pivoted and has been proud to support your efforts and our members' efforts in serving their communities during the pandemic. You should know that since last March, when the world changed, the Rotary Foundation has awarded $32 million in global and disaster relief grants for projects related to COVID-19. Rotarians in North Carolina and throughout the world have helped with community education, equitable distributions of vaccines, combating misinformation, encouraging preparedness. We've done this, you've done this by helping seniors get registered for the vaccine shots, by transporting, by providing support on site at vaccination sites, helping with registration, patient observation, and traffic control. We're Rotarians. It's just what we do. But back to polio, we're coming off great news last August about Nigeria and indeed the entire WHO African region, right? Certified as polio-free, and we go from 3 endemic countries to 2. Those of you who follow this may know that since January 1st, we've only had 2 reported cases of the wild polio virus, 1 each in each of our 2 remaining polio endemic countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan. As we hope to come out of this pandemic, you should know that even over the last 6 months, while we've been adjusting to both COVID and continuing our polio eradication efforts, there have only been 10 reported cases of the wild polio virus. Our colleagues in Afghanistan and Pakistan have renewed their efforts, and we're seeing progress once again. So yesterday, Mike McGovern showed us a strategy timeline over the next 5 years, a timeline which still anticipates some cases in 2021 and in 2022, but shows the interruption of the wild polio virus, our goal by 2023. Of course, then there would be the 3-year certification period with no new additional cases, meaning that our sights are set, friends, on 2026. Could 2026 indeed be the culmination of a 40-year journey when the world sees that every last child has been protected from the ravage disease of polio? Let's hope so, and let's keep working toward that. It was also, at some level, heartwarming to me when I heard the estimated remaining cost to achieve this milestone by 2026 is $5.3 billion. That's billion with a B. And you say to me, as you should, Larry, wait a minute, that doesn't sound very heartwarming. But then we were reminded that Rotary's effort is to continue to raise $50 million per year. And we have the wonderful partnership with the Gates Foundation, which matches our efforts on a 2-to-1 basis at $100 million per year. And our collective Rotary Gates money at $150 million per year over 5 years, if I'm doing my math correctly, is $750 million. And that is 14% of that $5.3 billion estimate. And that was heartwarming to me, to know that you and I and we are such a big part of such a monumental, world-changing project. It made me feel good, and it makes me feel good that Governor Tommy and Team 2020 and all of you are doing your part. Your Rotary Foundation, 13 years of the highest rankings from Charity Navigator. The environment, a new 7th area of focus. District grants soon to be available to Rotaract clubs. The 2nd largest gift ever received to fully fund a new Rotary Peace Center in the Middle East or North Africa. The start of a new grant model, which will take flight in Zambia to fight malaria, programs of scale. Continuing to carry the banner for the world in polio eradication, while also serving communities during a COVID-19 pandemic. My wife Jill and I support the Rotary Foundation every month through TRF Direct, with a direct withdrawal from our checking account to the checking account of the Rotary Foundation. Over the course of a year, those contributions allow me to join others in my district as a member of the Paul Harris Society. If you've not already done so, I encourage you to do the same. Jill and I have also just started an additional contribution each month through TRF Direct in support of polio. And over the course of a year, those contributions will allow me to join others in a new society that our district is starting called the Polio Plus Society. Same kind of thought and process as the Paul Harris Society. Same commitment per year. The Polio Plus Society. It is meaningful for me to know that my giving to the Rotary Foundation will positively affect someone's life. Doing something for someone else just because. Because you see, when it comes to feeling the effects that the Rotary Foundation can have on a person's life, I understand the benefits of this timeless message of compassion and generosity of spirit. I understand the strong feelings that can be evoked when someone does something for someone else just because. Because you see, it was Rotarians just like you in North Missouri in the early 1980s who contributed to the Rotary Foundation so that that Rotary district could provide ambassadorial scholarships through their district designated funds. The Rotary Foundation Ambassadorial Scholarship was a scholarship I was blessed to receive. The Rotary Foundation changed my world. It's the reason we're together here this morning. So for me, it is simple. I give to the Rotary Foundation every month, every year, because of the opportunity the Rotary Foundation gave to me. Whether you are at the Grove Park Inn or whether you are in your home participating via Zoom, for each of you as engaged and informed Rotarians who choose to give, the Rotary Foundation gives you the opportunity to change the world. I trust it is simple for you as well. Friends, colleagues, my time is up. Certainly, there's a lot of work ahead of us as we work together to improve the human condition. In Missouri, where I live, in North Carolina, where you live, and throughout the world. On behalf of the trustees, thank you to each of you who show how much you love the work of the Rotary Foundation by being so generous. Uncommon generosity, I would say. So I do hope that our time together this morning gives you a brief update on how I see the future of our Rotary Foundation. Truly, the future of our foundation is you and me. As I join the Board of Directors and the Board of Trustees of the Rotary Foundation for a 4-year term in just a couple of months, I can assure you that my colleagues and I will steward your resources in the very best manner possible. We will look forward over the next 4 years to receiving our 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th consecutive 4-star evaluations from Charity Navigator, continuing to do good in the world. Absolutely awesome to be invited by Governor Tommy to join you this morning, to be among the spirit of uncommon generosity. I look forward to the time when we can be together in person. Until then, be safe and be healthy. And please, please keep up the great work of Rotary and the Rotary Foundation. Enjoy the conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Larry, for being with us, and give Jill our best. And it is our honor today to make a donation to the Rotary Foundation, the Polio Plus polio campaign in your honor and your name. So thank you so much for being with us, and we'll be making that donation to the Foundation for Polio. Thank you, Larry. Thank you. Let's give another hand. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.